So I will save this now as conditional operator. So how do the conditional operator work? So I have one expression, and if this expression is true, I will take this value, true value, and if expression is false, I will take false value. So for example, if I have var a equal to 18, so if I say var b equal to, I will check if a equal to 18. If it is true, I will say take the variable called as adult, otherwise take the variable child. So if I now do console.log or alert of b, what do you think? What will be coming in the b? Whether it will come this adult or child?
Adult.
Adult, because it checks this expression. This, if this is true, then it will take this value. And if this is false, then it will take this value. Let's say I put a equal to 17. Then what will be here in the b?
Child.
Child.
Because this expression is false, so it will take this value. So people use this conditional operator a lot. You can also write in the if else statement, if a equal to 18, I can say b is equal to adult, and else b equal to child. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines of the code. This is only one line of the code. So people try to avoid 5 lines of the code and make it in one line. So that is the reason it is used. And if we go with the if condition, you know if condition, how to use if condition. So I will not explain the if condition. You know if else condition also, you know switch statement also, right? Do you know the switch statement? Do you know switch statement? SWITCH.
Yes, the case one, case two,
Yeah.
case three.
Gary, you
Before
know?
you told us.
Um, I've
Switch.
I've seen it and I've done it, but I don't know if I could write it from scratch.
For example, there is var number equal to 20, and I am doing switch statement of number, and here I want to define few conditions. I will say case 10. If case 10, if number is 10, that means it will go into case 10. I will alert, I will say running case 10, and then I'll say break. Tomorrow, if number is 20, I will put 20 colon, and then I'll say alert running case 20, and I'll do break. And I'll say case 30, and I can say alert running case 30, I'll do break. And in the end, if the number does not match with any of these three, then I will put one default case, which is something like else condition. And here I will say alert running default code, and I will do break. So now what will be alert if I put number 20? What will be the case statement it will go? Which case
Running
statement it will go?
running case 20.
Running case 20, right? So if I change it to 30, which one will it run on?
Running case 30.
30.
30. If I put 50,
Running default code.
right? So this is how it is done. Got it?
So is that used mostly if somebody if somebody inputs a number?
So this is used, in many places when you have multiple if else condition. Instead of using if else condition, you can use switch statement. Got it? If instead of if else condition, you can put this switch case. So one of the example I can tell you. Let's say in the URL page is about dot HTML, for example. You can also create a switch statement based on page, and you can say case about.html. Maybe you can say alert. I am generally in practical case you can maybe you can display some template, display about template, then break, then you can case contact us. So you can say contact us, contact.html. This is some one kind of case statement which we can use. So something like that we can. If case is there, we will display contact page, or if it is about.html, we. So whenever you have some multiple distinguish that whether you want to show this or that, you can use this switch statement. Practically, it's used a lot in mostly all applications. So you may encounter this many times. So once we make React also, there will be some code which may need this one. So we will see. I have to figure out which one is there. Let's see if I have used in my any of the project as a practical example. Search for switch statement. So this is my okay. Let's see. This is jQuery file. I don't want to go to jQuery. Just checking where people have used. Oh, let's see. In WordPress, a lot of this is used based on the action. They call different case statement. So based on the action, they check what is the edit. If it is edit, do this thing. If it is only edit, do this thing. If it is edit attachment, do this thing. It's similar to PHP. PHP also has a switch statement, so people have used this in WordPress. Let's see any other case. No, not this one. So here one example is if it is I pass month 5, if it is month 1, I say January, 2 we say February, 3 we say March, default. So we can use it in many places wherever you feel that if lot of if case condition is going to use, then you use this switch statement. Mostly as in all the projects need some kind of switch statement. Okay, let's move to another one. I will say 13 number. Do while loop. Do while loop is like this. First, let me put the syntax. First, I will do only while loop. So while, I will say while, and here it will be coming condition. And till this condition is true, it will go and loop the if condition, and it will go on looping, looping, looping till this condition become false. Once this condition become false, it will come out of this curly bracket, and it will be no more inside it. And inside it, we have to do something so that this condition should change. Maybe I can say condition equal to false. So somehow you have to change the condition. If you don't change the condition, then it will go infinite loop and you won't be able to stop it. So one example is like this. If I say var counter equal to 0, now I will use while counter is less than 8. If counter is less than 8, then it will go inside it. I will say console.log, I'm inside, and counter is counter. What do you think? If I write this code, how many times the loop will run?
7.
Carry Kate, Kate, how many times the loop will run?
I'm going to change my answer
8.
to 8.
From 0 to 7.
Okay, what you are trying to change?
I was going to change my answer to 8.
Okay, Kate, what did you say?
8.
8.
And counter should, 8.
Okay, so the real answer is infinite because we are not changing the counter value. We are saying if it is less than 8, then run this. So counter will always remain 0 and it will go on running this statement because we are not changing the counter.
Yes, not counter plus plus.
Right, we have to say counter plus plus. So every time the loop run, the counter will become one more, and at some point the counter will become 8. Once counter will become 8, this condition is not satisfied and we will come out of the loop. So that is the thing which we use it here. Okay, let's do same thing with do while loop. So here we say do, and I can say in the end, after the do is finished, I can say while counter is less than 8. Same thing, only instead of saying while before, we say while after in the end, and we say do. So do these steps. I can say this console.log. What do you think now? If I use do loop now, how many times this loop will run?
In this case,
Yeah.
counter equal to 0.
Yes.
Unlimited, infinite.
Infinite, because we are not changing the we are not changing the counter value. So let's change the counter value. Counter plus plus. Now it will run after. It will run till 7 times, and at the 8th time it will run 8th time, because 8th time it will become 8, and once it will become 8, it will go out of the loop and it will not display. Got it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let me see what is the next thing is. We did do while. So do you know what is the meaning of break? We just did break in switch statement, but we will do separately only the break.
Out of the looping. Out of the loop. Go out of.
Looping, right. So what is the break? So if I have for loop, I say var I equal to 0, I less than 10, or we will use while loop, the one which we are having right now. So let me use this while loop. So this is my while loop. I will start with counter equal to 0, var counter equal to 0. So let's say after 2, I want to come out of this loop. So I can say if counter is equal to 2, break. I can also say curly bracket, and in that I will say break. So when the counter is 2, when counter will become 2, it will not go further and it will come out of this while loop. So break means we have to come out of the while loop. So if I have two loops, for example, if I have for loop $I, sorry, var I equal to 0, I is in 10, I plus plus, and then again I will say var I j equal to 0, j less than 5, j plus plus, and here I say if j is equal to 2, I will say break. Then what do you think? Where will it come? It will come outside this for loop, or outside this for loop, or outside this for loop, because break always comes out of the loop. Since this is the loop, break will come out of the loop and we won't be able to display this thing once it is out. Remember the counter is 2, we come out of this loop and we don't display this. So what will happen if I say double for loop? If I put break, where it will go? It will go extreme out here, or it will go, maybe I can say line 1, or it will go here, line 2, or it will go here if I say line 3. Where it will go if I say break?
Line 1.
Get
Let me think. Line 1.
So the answer is it goes outside of immediate loop. So it will go to here, line 2, not line 1. So it will not cross the double barrier. It will only go outside this for loop. So it will reach here and it will not reach this point. Got it?
Oh, I see.
And if I have another third loop inside it, then it will go outside that loop. So it will only pass one barrier. It cannot go to the two barriers. Understood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to the next one. If I use continue, and here also I use continue, what is the meaning of continue?
Uh, skip, skip to, and continue. Only
Okay. Okay, Carrie, what do you think?
Keep going. Move forward.
Forward means what? Forward
Then
means,
in the console.log. Um,
so what? It will go to this console.log.
I think so.
So anyhow, it's going to console.log. Then why the continue is there?
I guess if it's working, then it's like continue. Like if something is, I'm not sure.
Why you're not sure? Hmm.
I guess like if the counter is equal to equal to 2, then I guess it continues in the loop.
Continue in the loop means what? It will, once it is 2, whether it will go here or no.
I think it goes back up to, it goes back into the loop. It continues until it's satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong though.
So the continue means whenever you see continue, it will not go further here. It will go back again loop and run loop again. So continue means skip going forward at that time. So if I say if counter is 2, whenever the counter is 2, it will skip going ahead and it will go again in the loop and run the loop again. Now if I put continue here, how many times this console.log will be displayed?
7. 7.
Carry
2.
2 times. And what will happen to this script? Whether it will,
Or maybe it's 3.
okay, 2 or 3. So what will happen to our coding? Whether I will be able to go here or no? Because after this loop, we have this for loop. So if I put continue, whether I will be able to reach to for loop or no?
Yeah.
My question is how many times this loop will run?
I'm going to
How
say
many
3 and then it continues.
continue means how many times this loop will run?
3.
3 times. Okay.
7. 7.
Since the counter is 2, whenever the counter is 2, it will continue to the for loop, and we are not changing the value of counter because it does not go here. So it will loop infinite times, but it will display this only 2 times, and then it will loop this infinite times and your browser will die because we are not updating the counter. So if we have this counter here also, then it will run only 2 times, and then no, it will as a 2 time, it second time it will not go here, but then it will go till 8, till number 8, and it will display till number 7 because 7 is here. So it will display this till 7 and then come out if I put counter here. But if counter is not here, then it will go infinite times. Is it clear? Are you getting me this point?
I'm
Okay.
not.
Okay, we will do this one tomorrow because someone is coming. So we'll do React now, and tomorrow we will continue this part. I will show you why it will run infinite. We need to put counter here. We will do this part again tomorrow.
Thank you.